Namaste students, Khush Raw Betiya. I, JV and Dr. Chandrakala, Assistant Professor Jyoti Vidyapeeth, Women's University, Jaipur. In today's session, we are going to discuss about the function of the plasma membrane. Plasma membrane, it maintains the individuality of a cell. Okay? It keeps the cell content in a place and distinct it from the environmental material. It protects the cell from injury and regulate the flow of material into and out of a cell to maintain the concentration and the kind of molecules and ions in the cell. A cell remains alive as long as the membrane able to determine which material should enter or leave the cell. It forms the organelles within the cytoplasm. Its junction keep the cells together and it enfolds help into intake the material by endocytosis. That is the pinocytosis and phagocytosis. Okay? Its outer fold or the microvilli increase the surface area from absorption of the nutrients. The outfold also form the protective shields around the cilia and flagella. So its receptor molecules permit and flow of information into the cell. The oligosaccharide molecules help in recognizing the cell from non-cell by controlling the flow of the material and information into the cell. The plasma membrane makes metabolism possible. It permits the exit of a secretion and a waste of exocytosis. So it controls the cellular interaction also necessary for the tissue formation and defense against the microbes. So it also helps in certain cells in the movement by forming the pseudopodia, as in amoeba and leukocytes. Okay? So the biomembrane around the organelles helps it maintaining the identity of the functional individuality and receiving and turning out the required material. Okay? So here the plasma membrane constitutes the outermost boundary of a cell and is a remarkable complex as its molecular organization composed of many equal parts of protein and lipid, and it follows only the selected ions and the macromolecules to enter or leave the cells and thus will function as a semi-permeable membrane. The ultrastructure of a membrane may be asymmetric or asymmetric molecules. The plasma membrane is the tripartite structures in the both the aborti. So the different lines on the thickness of the three layers. Okay? Asymmetrical molecular structure and all the three layers, the outer and the inner. Okay? So dielectronic or along with the middle dielectronic layers are like the thickness or the 75 angstrom. The plasma membrane is primarily composed of the protein and the lipids. Okay? So the enzyme also found in the plasma membrane, which plays an important role in ion exchange. Besides the salt and the water are also present, the arrangement of the lipid and the protein molecules is protein molecule. The double layered is sandwiched between the two layers of a protein. Okay? So this the protein component forms a mono layer on the entire surface of the lipid meshes forming a globule. Okay? So here the plasma membranes perform variety of function as they impart shapes of to the cells and protect the cell content. It regulates the cellular semi-permeability, reabsorption and excretion and secretion. It contributes to the formation of the various cell organelles within the cell, its junction and keep the cell together. So Certain terminology you will come across while studying the plasma membrane, like the permeability, that means the ability of a barrier to let any substance pass through. Okay, ions, an atom or a molecules with a net electric charge due to which the loss or gain of one or more electron takes place. Okay, so semi-permeability, allowing certain substance, especially the small molecules or a ion, to pass through it but not others, especially allowing the passage of a solvent but not by of certain solutes. Okay? Dielectric means having the property of transmitting dielectric force without conduction. Having the property of transmitting the electric force without conduction. Okay, that is dielectric. Hydrophobic means the substance that have an affinity for water due to the formation of hydrogen bond. Hydrophilic means the hydrophilic molecules typically have polar group, enabling them to readily absorb the dissolved in water as well as other polar solvents. Okay. So amphitrite, it is the property of a molecules have both polar, water soluble and non-polar affinities in its structure. The enzymes, that the protein which act as a catalyst within a living cell and increase the rate of a biochemical reaction. Okay. So these are certain terminology you will come across while studying the plasma membrane. Okay. Thank you. This session is powered by 2.0 Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University, Jaipur. If you have any queries,